Number 10, Chua Chong Hoi. Number 11, V. Vijayan. Number 12, Suhaimi Pa'in. At number 13, Mohammed Hussein Abdul Jabbar. Assistant coach, Roy Wong. And head coach, Bridget Lichtenberger. Team Singapore. The officials for this game are from Singapore, Leong Chuen Wing. From Singapore, Go Po Seng. And from Singapore, Michelle Tang. And game commissioner from Korea, Lee Suk-san. And now, may we all please rise for the national anthems for both teams, beginning with the national anthem of Laos. And now, the national anthem of Singapore. Once again, Team Laos and Team Singapore.
Here we go then, the first match of the day, and it's the 5th, 6th placing match between Laos and Singapore. Singapore will at least be hoping for a win after losing their 2 other matches in the group stages. Of course, home ground advantage always helps a little bit, but it appears that it's still a little bit early in the morning. Not as many people in the stands just yet. A couple of key players to look out for during the course of this match in a while.
A wheelchair basketball team consists of 5 players drawn from 8 classifications. Each team must not carry more than 14 points. Here, Lexi shows how. At the highly impaired end of the scale, 1 point players rely on their arms to return to an upright position and struggle to hold and catch the ball above their heads. 1.5 players are similar, though with slightly more function. 2 point players have a low degree of impairment affecting trunk control and slightly better sideways movement. Their impairments are more symmetrical, allowing for better catching. As are 2.5ers, though they have slightly better trunk control. 3 point players have good forward trunk movement and can twist well, giving the ability to change direction easily. 3.5ers are similar, though they can twist more easily, making it harder to knock them off the ball when dribbling. 4 point players have good trunk movement, though it's asymmetric, with slightly less control down one side. Minimally impaired 4.5 players have normal trunk movement in all directions and are able to reach side to side with no limitations. Catching, throwing and manoeuvring are not affected. You can now see an example spectrum across the 8 classes, from which 5 players can be chosen in any combination as long as they don't exceed the maximum of 14 points. This is Lexi's starting 5 and makes for a good team choice.
Okay, let's take another look at the starting lineups for Laos then. We've got number 7, Sulipan, number 8, Kamani, 11, Saibon, 12, Champing, and 13, Suksavan. The one you need to be looking out for Laos is the number 8, Kamani, as well as captain number 4, Vintong, who's sitting on the bench at the moment. Vintong, Somsanit, Buntang, Luksami, and Chang. Kamani is a 4.0 classified player. Their highest player is a 4.5, and that's Luksami. As we take a look at the Singapore starting 5, Koo Seung-hwa, Dexter Go, Chupo Chun, who is captain and probably the most lethal man on the team, as well as Kamas Mohammed and Chong Ping joining on the bench. Michael Lee, Chong Hoi and Vijayan, as well as Suhaimian Abdul Jabbar. Both teams called back in anticipation of the start of the match. It's Laos versus Singapore here for the 5-on-5 action at wheelchair basketball. It's been a very successful edition of the game so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, the starting 5 for
Taking
Team
a quick
Lao,
look
number 13,
so far,
Bokio,
Thailand have already walked away with one gold medal from the basketball, Malaysia with a silver, and Philippines with the bronze. Very similar matchups happening later on today. For the 3rd, 4th placing, it'll be Philippines going up against Myanmar. That's the bronze medal match. That'll be happening at about 10:30 today, and at 12:30, the gold medal match. Thailand going up against Malaysia. The victory ceremonies, we will be broadcasting those as well. That'll be happening at about 2:45, so do stay with us as we crown our champions officially here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium.
It's tip-off time!
Pochun and Vintong in the center there as the ball goes out of play. 4 quarters, 10 minutes. That's what we can expect today. Saibon.
With first possession of the ball, Team Lao.
Knocked out by Pochun. Pochun racing down to intercept the ball. He does. He shoots. And he scores the first basket. It's first points for Singapore here.
Pochun!
This is a great start. More than anything else, Singapore needs to remain motivated. This team has only formed in April this year. And so far, they've got great synergy and can definitely go the distance. It's Kamani passing it over to Champing, who shoots and doesn't quite get it in. Dexter picks up the loose ball. Kamas over to Pochun, who is ready and waiting down at the base, but waiting for a little bit of backup and support to help with the offense as he shoots, but it just hits the backboard and comes back down. Saibun. Over to Kamani, who will shoot from the three-point line, but doesn't go in as one of the players just needs to right himself. Chongping getting the assistance of Dexter there as he's back up. Singhua. Singhua usually takes the throw-ins. He's one of the lower-ranked players on the Singapore team in terms of the classification. He's at 1.5. Singapore's highest-ranked player is number 12, Suhaimi, with a 4.0. Kamani shoots, and it just rebounds back out. Great defense there from Dexter. Really getting in the face of Sulipan, causing some trouble there. Champing trying again. Pochun on the fast break. He's looking for support. The Singapore players need to start getting a little bit faster. Pochun able to get closer, not able to seal the deal. Singhua passes it back to Pochun. Intercepted. Back over to Champing. Champing passes it back to Suksavan, who sends it over to Kamani. Nice to see him still smiling as he shoots from the three, but doesn't make it. You would have seen there the Singapore player trying to reach and grab the ball. Chongping is a 3.0, which means he can fully rotate and lean, but just doesn't have enough to get close enough to the ground as Pochun sends in another two to put Singapore ahead 4-0 at the moment. Pochun again on the fast break. Takes his time, attempts to lay it up, but doesn't give himself enough space. Dexter. Dexter met with very scrappy play there from Saibone. It was just a flurry of hands there. Dexter just a little bit flustered.
Number 11,
Pochun.
Sibon, first personal foul.
Pochun trying to find a way closer to the net. He passes it over to Dexter, who attempts to get it in. Dexter claiming it should be their ball. Ref says otherwise. Allows continue play. Suksavan looking for somebody closer in, and it's Kamani now with the chance, but it just skips back out. Kamas looking for Singwa. Singwa sets himself up, shoots, just comes back out. Kamas with a shot of his own. He catches the rebound, again comes back out. Jumping. Tulipan shoots. Kamani shoots. Lau still struggling to score here. That's 4 attempts. Nothing fruitful coming of it though. Pochun almost losing the ball there. Into Kamas. Kamas shoots. Rebounds back out. Pochun picks up the loose ball. Trying to reposition himself. Okay. Jumping. Over to Suksavan. Suksavan sends it in to Kamani, who shoots. But again, it just comes back out. This isn't quite the Kamani we're used to. Singwa fumbling over the ball a bit as it changes hands. Kamani back out, and it's out of play. Couldn't quite keep the ball with him. We've got 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Kamas over to Pochun. The Singapore players locking down the Laotian defense as Pochun shoots. Ball is intercepted by Suksavan. But then Singwa manages to get hold of it over to Chongping. Chongping down to Pochun. Pochun evading the Laotian defense nicely. Pochun met with a little resistance. .4-0 at the moment. Singapore in the lead. It's a good start for Singapore, but they do need to start scoring a little bit more. They've had the opportunities, just not the accuracy. Pochun marking his man. Kamani almost losing his balance there. Suksavan attempting to pass back to Kamani, but Dexter intercepts it, sends it over to Pochun on the fast break, who, frustratingly doesn't get it in. Chongping tries again. Sulipan to Kamani, who sets it up. Bounces back out. Pochun locking in the loose ball, sends it over to Singwa. Singwa looks for Pochun again, as Pochun is stopped in his tracks. Down to Mohammad Kamas. Over to Chongping. Back to Singwa. Pochun attempts just before the shot clock runs out of time. 24 seconds they have for each shot.
Just under 1 minute left in the first quarter of this game.
Kamas back down to Pochun. 50 seconds on the clock. Dexter back to Pochun as Pochun gets a little closer and gets ready to take the shot. Ball goes the other way. "36 seconds. Plenty of time for another couple of attempts here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. It's Chan Feng who shoots and scores.
Off the glass.
So it's the first point
With the first points
for Lao
Chanpeng
by number 12, Chan Feng, with 24 seconds left on the clock. Can Singapore increase their lead again? We're hoping so. Pochun looks for Mohamed Kamas, who sets up the shot, and it just comes back out as the buzzer goes. Disappointing for Mohamed Kamas. Dexter and Chongping, who've had the opportunity, and it's looked like it was going to go in, but it just bounces back out. So it's 4-2 to Singapore at the end of the first quarter. Singapore will take that lead and run with it, and it's a good start for them. But Laos will definitely be hot on their heels. A tight fight here so far at the Singapore Indoor Stadium on what is the final day of competition here for the wheelchair basketball. This is the 5th, 6th placing match between Singapore and Laos. As we take a look at the highlights, it's all been fairly civil and very relaxed so far in this first quarter. Pochun opening the account for Singapore with the first 2 points. He would then go on to do it again to put them 4-0 ahead. Opportunities aplenty for Laos, but it wasn't until the last 24 seconds when Chan Feng was able to sink that one in. Always nice to see parents bringing their kids out. And as you can see, we're starting to get a few more bodies in the stands. School holidays at the moment, so we'll expect a young crowd joining us here today at the indoor stadium. Tsinghua throws it in for Pochun as we embark on the second quarter. So far, not seen any timeouts yet. Everything seems to be going according to plan for each of the teams. Pochun getting closer, sends it in to Chongping, who shoots, and again it just skirts around the edge and comes back out. Frustrating for him. It's not the first time. Another attempt there, Sulipan for Laos, as Pochun slips a nice ball under to Dexter. Back to Pochun, who gets as close as he can. He'll take the shot. He has to lean back a little bit more, which means he doesn't quite get the right angle for him. Kamani now, who's fast, and when you watch him play, he really does lean into that shot. Personal foul.
Number 9, Singapore, Chongping. First
Okay, Chongping picking up a
7 now to the line.
first personal foul for Singapore, for himself. Sulipan taking the first one and missing. He's got one more. He shoots and it's back out again. Kamani will take the rebound, but it doesn't go in. Disappointing. More so because the points so far have not come from him for Laos. Dexter looking for a long lob, but intercepted by Champing. Picked up by Chongping. Singhua trying to grab the ball. Kamani. Singapore wins the ball. Singhua will take this. Singhua with a ranking of 1.5 over to Po Chun, who has a ranking of 2.5. We got to know a little bit more about the points classification system with the Lexi video earlier. Singapore with a large number of 3.0s, with the exception of Po Chun, Singhua, Suhaimi and Abdul Jafar. Dexter. Dexter's enjoying himself. It's always nice to see. Adamant that it is their ball. See Vijayan and Suhaimi there on the sidelines. Singhua rolling the ball in to Po Chun to give him some time to get across. Po Chun tries to lob it into the center there, but it's intercepted by the Laotian defense as Kamani sinks in too. It's even Stevens here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium now. It's 4 apiece. Substitution for Singapore.
Substitution. Singapore, number 6, Michael Lee, now on the court.
Michael Lee replaces Mohammad Kamas. As Champing shoots, Po Chun collects the rebound. Looking for his teammates, he finds Dexter. Dexter over to Singhua. Singhua will look for Michael, who manages to go down the wing. Back passes in the hopes of finding somebody. But Laos loses the ball, so Singapore has another chance here. Four apiece at the moment between Singapore and Laos. Concerned face of Bridget. And it's another one as Laos takes the lead. Champing
Dishes it in. Timeout, Singapore.
Singapore need to lock Laos out, especially when it comes to defense, and they need to start scoring. So far, Po Chun, the only one who's managed to sink in any baskets. But decent efforts from Chongping. Timeout's only a minute long. They're allowed 2 during the first half and 3 during the second half. More people making their way into the stands at the moment. 4-6 to Laos as Champing tips the ball out of Po Chun's hands. Kamani shoots, rebounds. Suksavan picks up the loose ball, back to Kamani. Kamani tries to get it closer to the net, but the loose ball's picked up by Singhua. The Laotian players trying. Sulipan really pushing the boundaries a little bit there, reaching over, doing his best to grab, but Singhua does well to keep the ball tight.
First personal foul. Lao, number 12, Champing, Sayasin.
Good interception from Laos. Sulipan over to Kamani. Kamani shoots, and it's over. Dexter picks up the ball. Over to Po Chun. Po Chun sends it down the court to Michael Lee, but it's snatched out of his hands. Po Chun blocks the shot up and out, but it will be Laos with the throw-in. An attempt from out wide there from Champing. Dexter. Down to Michael. Pass it over to Singhua, who circles round, looking for space, lobs it up to Po Chun, who's locked out by the Laotian players, as Singhua makes an attempt to shoot. 3 players locking down on Kamani. Timeout Lao now, with 4 minutes left in this quarter. Taking a look at some of the previous results. In the 5-on-5, Singapore against Thailand, the final result there was 51-19. Laos against the Philippines, 55-61. So we know Laos can score, but we just need them to get into action. We've got 4 minutes left, and it's 4-6. This is possibly one of the lowest scoring 5-on-5 matches so far. Several attempts before Chongping gets it in there for Singapore to draw level with Laos. Whatever Bridget said during that timeout is clearly working, as Chongping sinks it in for 2. But Kamani answers right back with another 2. 6-8 now. Singhua. Another personal foul there for Chongping. Dexter down to Michael. who's very fast down there on the wings. Back to Pochun, who has to cycle round. He needs more bodies in the arc, otherwise he can't get in there. He tries, but misses that shot. Just conscious of the shot clock. The ball goes the way of Champing, who tries to shoot, but it's intercepted on the rebound by Pochun, who has great ball control. He was selected and asked whether he wanted to play. He'd never even played basketball before he joined this team. For a team that has only been together since April this year, just 8 months ago, they're doing very well to gel together and work as a team. Oh, Champing with another 2. 6-10 now to Laos. Nothing but net. They'll have a chance to make this 11, but it doesn't happen. Ball sent out. (6-8) at the moment. 1:45 on the clock. Champing.
Money off the glass and in.
Another great shot there. Okay, Champing.
Singapore number 7, Chu Po Chu. First personal foul.
Champing, after being fouled by Pochun, sinks it in. Singhua. Pochun. Okay, little assistance required on the other side to get Chongping up. Pochun intercepts it nicely, and on the fast breakdown, oh, collides in. Singhua tries to push the ball back into play, but it doesn't happen. 51 seconds left in this second quarter. Singapore have gone from taking a strong lead to falling behind now. It's 6-14 and trailing by 8 here. Chongping down again. Always nice to see the opposition coming in to just lend a quick hand to them. Pochun. Dexter looking for space. He'll try, and he sinks it in. It's the first few points for Dexter, reducing the deficit here for Singapore down to 6.
It's all about the money. Come, money. And that's the half.
Kamani with that last shot before the half to pull ahead yet again. So now we're in half-time between Singapore and Laos. Singapore consistently scoring 4 in either side. 8-16 now between Singapore and Laos. Laos in the first quarter hadn't quite found their groove, but in the second quarter, 14 points. Predominantly from Kamani, who managed to get himself back on the score sheets. A brilliant game so far. It's been an interesting first half. Took a little while to pick up the pace, but it's certainly getting that way. Lots of exciting action here, so if you have the time and opportunity, do make sure you come down and join us. We are broadcasting live from the Singapore Indoor Stadium for the match between Singapore and Laos. Definitely worth your time coming down to see this man, Kamani, in action. Champling, sinking in 3 baskets for Laos. Singapore with the opportunity. They did have the time. Jongbing managing to score for Singapore.
With the finisher, it's Kamani.
This guy right here, Kamani, too good. Dexter as well, getting his name on the score sheet. But really, Pochun has been instrumental. But it's hard to lock down that man, Kamani. The number 8 from Laos has been too good and will only get better. So, the teams are pretty equal, except Laos with the more assists, 5-1. Rebounds though, Singapore getting quite a few more, but the field goal percentages there don't lie, and that's where the points are coming from for Laos, 23% to Singapore's 16. Will that be the difference? Most likely. Laos, we know they can score. We've seen their track record. In action against the Philippines 2 days ago, 55-61. At this point, it was 32-37 in that match against the Philippines. But here we are against Singapore, and it's 8-16 here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium in favor of Laos.
Skies are crying, I'm watching, catching teardrops in my hands. Only silence as it's ending, like we never had a chance. Do you have to make me feel like there's nothing left of me? You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am. Like I'm made of glass. Like I'm made of paper. Go on and try to tear me down. I will be rising from the ground.
check, baby, 1, 2. Check, baby, 1. It's cool, but one shaker. The beach is like sweeter than candy. I'm feeling manly and your shakers coming in handy. Slide out my clothes from New York down by Virginia. Tickling you around Delaware before I enter. Turn to seduction from face hits the beat. A wiggle and a jiggle can make the night complete. Now since you got the body of the year, come and get the award. Here's a hint, it's like a long shot sword. Flip tails and let me see you shake it up like dice. The way you shake it up is turning mighty men of mice. But A plus got a surprise that's a backbreaker. Now let me see you shake it up like a rump shaker. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body. Shake, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Check, baby, 1. It's Teddy, ready with the 1, 2 checker. Rex and effects is an effects, but I'm the wreck of the track. About the honey shaking rumps and they backs it. Booties up the cuties, steady shaking but relaxing. The action is packed in a jam like a closet beat. Bound to get you up, cold flowing like a faucet. Not mean to make it sit, not mean to make it jump, but yet make the hotties in the body shake it rump. I like the way you comb your hair. I like the stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do. That makes me wanna get with you. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body. All I wanna do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your body.
Play getting back underway here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. It's the second half between Singapore and Laos. Laos currently leading 16-8. As we embark on the second half here, Senghua to Dexter. Dexter over to Pochun, who will set himself up for this shot. And it rolls out. Slightly frustrated that didn't go in, but he managed to draw the foul, so Pochun will have 2 free throws. Rebounding back out. Just needs to be a little bit shorter. He'll try again here. And again, a very similar shot there. Kamani now on the fast break. Pochun trying to defend and lock him down as he goes for the looping shot, but it'll be a foul.
Number 7, Singapore, Chin Pochun.
That's the second personal foul there for Pochun. Each of the players allowed 5. Kamani wasn't going to miss. Sinks in the first. Has 1 more to go. Rebounds out. Dexter to pick up the ball. Passes it to Pochun as Dexter makes his way down. It's a looping shot there from Chongping that doesn't quite make it. Kamani now. Long balls as he dribbles forward, passes it across, makes an attempt, but Pochun picks up the rebound. Senghua. Chongping down to Michael, and he's tipped over. Bridget not happy with that. She thinks that should be a foul. The Singaporean fans slowly trickling into the stadium here in Singapore. Michael. A bit too far away there. Champing. He'll try for the shot. And it bounces out. You saw him just tipping his chair up slightly, using his torso control to give him a little bit extra in height. Pochun to Michael, who manages to loop it in. Senghua. 10-16. 10-18. It's another one for Kamani. Nicely set up shot there. Senghua. Chongping into Pochun, who nearly has the ball snatched out of his hands by Kamani. He beats the buzzer. It's 12-19 now. Singapore starting to close the gap. Jumping. shouting directions. Suksavan, who finds Kamani. Kamani takes a shot. Rebounds out though. Pochun will have to be careful he doesn't draw too many fouls. A little assistance there for the Laotian, just needing to get back up. Senghua. Pochun down to Chongping. And that's Michael, who appears to have taken some contact to the face.
Number 8, Lau, second personal foul.
2 personal fouls now for Kamani. Chongping. Back to Michael, who shoots. Don't be selfish. Look for people in a better position. Kamani picks up the ball and loops it in to take Laos to 21. There is now a 9-point lead. Oh, brilliant there from Michael as he loops it in for his first shot. 14-21 now. 7 points. Singapore closing the gap. They can do this.
Number 7, Lau, KO Bangkok, third personal foul.
Michael had the chance to reduce that gap to 6. Just getting on the rebound is Chongping, who rebounds it. Champing. Kamani. Kamani moving so fast with time to break and set himself up for the shot.
It's all about the money.
23.
Money.
Brilliant, just off the backboard there. 5 minutes, halfway through.
Off the glass. And in
Sulipan
with the
scoring his
finisher.
first couple of points there. Dexter. Pochun yells ping. He doesn't hear him. The ball goes out.
Substitution, Singapore, number 11, D. Vijayan.
We welcome out Vijayan onto the court. Dexter taking a bit of a break. Both Dexter and Vijayan are 3-point players in the Lexi classification system. meaning that they are able to fully rotate and lean. And you can see that in the way that Dexter was able to maneuver in and out, weaving through the players. Michael now. Over to Pochun. Pochun shoots. And he scores! It's another 2 for Pochun. Singapore, 16 now.
To Pochun.
Singhua finds Vijayan. Singhua back to Pochun, who needs to get a little bit closer for accuracy. He sends it over to Chongping, but it's intercepted, sent back the other way on the fast break. Kamani. Pochun manages to take the ball in from Kamani. It's over to Chongping. Singhua, but then the ball goes back. Kamani. Pochun trying to block, but it doesn't work. And it's yet another 2 for Kamani. Vijayan. Chongping in the thick of action there. Each of the players trying to lock them down. We've got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Sends over. Vijayan should have taken the shot. Should have tried. If there's a chance, you have to try.
Substitution allowed, the 4 Big Tong now on the court.
19 points to Kamani at the moment, the number 8. Sulipan. Kamani tips it out. Singhua will take this. Kamani. Vintong tries to get it in, but just bounces it over. Chongping over to Vijayan. Vijayan looking for Pochun. Finds Singhua first. Pochun trying to get a little bit closer. Singhua attempting the shot. Kamani. Kamani keeping his ball close and locked in. Thrown in
Number 4
by Laos.
Ku Senghua, first personal foul.
Vintong sinks it in for his first 2. 29 now. Cool and calm as you like. He just loops it in. Nothing but net.
Just under a minute now left in the third quarter.
It's Michael. And it's in for Michael. 2 more for Michael Lee. The number 6 from Singapore brings it to 18. 18-29. Laos absolutely unstoppable at the moment. Kamani one more time. Doesn't even need a fanfare anymore. 31 18 with 14 seconds left on the clock in this third quarter. We'll have the fourth and final quarter after a 2-minute interval. Pochun finds Vijayan, who sends it over and just misses Chongping. But it's the fast break.
That's the end of the third quarter. Lao 31, Singapore 18. Hi everyone at the indoor.
Kamani not quite beating the buzzer there. 31-18 here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Laos currently leading. Singapore trailing at the moment.
Let's get the cameras up on everybody in the audience. How's everybody feeling?
Singapore, though, managing to find scoring form in this third quarter. A total of 10 points, predominantly coming from Chu Po Chun as well as Michael Lee. Koo Seng-hwa getting in on the action as well. But Laos, it's all Kamani.
On the big screen.
21 points from Kamani in total in this match so far. He did a brilliant job at coming out guns blazing after he managed to find his way. Lots of Singapore supporters there. The stands are starting to fill up, supporting Team Singapore, and also in anticipation of the bronze medal match and gold medal match coming up very soon. Between these two guys here, Kamani and Chu Po Chun, we have seen some sensational basketball entertainment. Both these sides doing exceptionally well. We're standing by now for the start of the fourth quarter. The current score in this sixth placing match between Singapore and Laos is Singapore 18, Laos 31. So play resumes here with Pochun on the ball. This is the fourth and final quarter. He sinks it in, nothing but net. A great way for Singapore to start the fourth quarter. A response straight away there from Laos. This time from Sulipan. Kamani with extensive reach there as the ball's just tapped out of the back. Kamani. Ball sent just behind. Sidebone and the ball is stuck. So with the ball dislodged, play resumes. Bridget telling Vijayan to look. Pochun picking up the loose ball. Pochun, run down. Able to right himself. Good job there, much to the relief of our Singaporean fans.
Suksavan Bokyo, first personal foul.
20-33 now. Oh, swerving in and out of action there. It's Kamani with yet another shot.
Money shot on the fast break. Kamani!
35 for Laos. Chongping with the right idea there. Kamani on the fast break. Looping around, turning around. Just look at how fast he can be. But on that time, not quite as effective. Chongping picks up the ball, passes it to Po Chun. Po Chun. Okay. Oh, almost there. Done very well there to keep the ball in play as far as possible and also not tipping himself over. Kamani. Ball bounces off, picked up by Saibon. Po Chun thought it was his ball. Kamani. In and bounces back out. Chongping down to Singhua. Singhua making his way down as fast as possible. Vijayan fumbling a little bit on the ball, but Po Chun picks it up. He shoots. Just doesn't make it in. Kamani looking for a clear path. He bumps into the back of Vijayan, who does a great job at defending there. And it's another 2 for Suksavan. .37 now. Singhua.
Substitution, Singapore number 12, Suhaimi Pa-in, now on the court.
Suhaimi, Singapore's highest rated player on the classification system. 4 points, meaning that he has the ability to move forward, to lean and rotate, but still has difficulty in controlled movement, controlled symmetrical movement, especially due to lower limb limitations. Contact.
Substitution loud, number 6, Butang Binawong, now on the court.
Singhua throws it in. Michael attempts the shot. Loose ball picked up by Suhaimi, who passes it to Po Chun, who sinks it in. 22 now for Singapore because of that man right there, Po Chun, who has been instrumental in keeping Singapore's dreams alive of a potential win here. Kamani, the man in charge, and really the deal breaker for Laos. Singhua rolling the ball back to Chongping. Chongping over to Suhaimi. Suhaimi finds Michael Lee. Michael sets himself up, shoots, and he scores!
Michael Lee
24 now.
banks it in.
Singapore doing their best to reduce the deficit in the final 5 minutes or so. Kamani not managing to get that shot in. Pochun looking for space and support. Finds Suhaimi. Suhaimi sends the ball over to Pochun to avoid it being intercepted. Helps him with space. Pochun trying to get closer to the net so he can get a more accurate shot. But the Laotian defense keeping them out. The shot clock signals time.
Singapore.
He'd attempted the 3 but couldn't quite get it in. Timeout Singapore then. After what has been an intense couple of minutes, with a flurry of points coming courtesy of Pochun and Michael Lee. Michael Lee will try again. Suhaimi picks up the ball, sends it over to Michael Lee, who shoots, and it's back out. Should have taken a little more time there. Kamani on the fast break. He comes in, passes the ball across. Tulipan misses the shot. The ball goes the way of Singapore.
Timeout Singapore.
Timeout Singapore now. The proper timeout. We've seen some great inspired play by Singapore in the past couple of minutes. Frantically trying to close the deficit.
Come and pick me up, no headlights. Long drive. Could end in burn.
Singapore team ever ready with wet wipes and water. Problem is, if you get too sweaty, you start slip sliding around, and wheels and water don't go well. They need to make sure their grip on the wheels doesn't fail, so that they can really belt it down from one end of the court to the other on the fast breaks. The Laotian players know that they have this in the bag if they keep defending well against Singapore. Pochun gets the ball from Senghua. He shoots and he scores! Slotted in there by Chu Pochun. Kamani with another response.
Kamani.
(26-35). Fast break there, Kamani with another basket.
Kamani.
It's Kamani yet again. Two minutes left to play. Singapore 11 points behind. Michael Lee stopped in his tracks by Kamani. Passes it over to Suhaimi. Suhaimi looking for space, but instead the ball turns over. It's Kamani now. And he sinks in yet another.
Timeout, Singapore.
Another timeout for Singapore. Teams are allowed 3 timeouts in the second half, with a maximum of 2 in the last 2 minutes of the second half. This will be one of them here for Singapore.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be reminded that this venue is a smoke-free facility. We do appreciate your
Always nice to see Dexter still smiling.
Facility.
They know they've got this, they just need to maintain. They need to go out on a high and just keep scoring as many points as they can in the remaining couple of minutes. Camaraderie that these guys have is admirable. A relatively young team. Substitutions then.
Substitution Singapore, number 10, Chua Chong Hao.
Chong Hoi
And number 13,
and Abdul Jabbar coming on for Senghua. Abdul Jabbar with the chance, but the ball just knocked out of his hands. Abdul Jabbar with points classification of 1. Chong Hoi a 3.0. 26-41 then. Another substitution for Singapore. Kamas coming back on.
Substitution Singapore, number 8, now on the court, Mohammed Kamas. Timeout,
The
Lau.
final 1 minute 20 seconds. Lau with the timeout now. Laos has this one pretty much in the bag then. It's currently 26-41. This looks like it might just be more of a break for the players to refresh themselves, as opposed to an actual tactical discussion. The Singapore team roaring there as we now see the stadium starting to fill up nicely. Pochun managing to intercept the ball. Down to Chongping. Chongping looks for Mohamed Kamas. It's over to Chongping again. He's looking for Pochun. Pochun over there on the side. Into Chong Hoi. Chong Hoi manages to loop it back in to Chongping. But it's whipped out of their hands. 48 seconds left on the clock. Okay. Pochun picking up that ball after the attempt from Laos. 30 seconds left. Can he get in? Another couple of points for Singapore before the buzzer goes. He's looking desperately around. Mohamed Kamas sets himself up, doesn't make it. Chong Ping picks up the ball. Ten seconds on the clock. Timeout, Lao. It's looking very tense there. Realistically, Laos have this one in the bag. They can do this. 41-26 to Lao at the moment. So far, surprisingly, this is Laos' lowest scoring match for them. The closest one to this was against Malaysia, where it was 88-42. If they manage in a couple more points before the buzzer goes for the end of the match, then it won't be their worst performance, even though they'll have the win. Okay. Sabun over to Luksami. Chong Ping down. And that's the Laotian coaching staff that helped Chong Ping up. With 4 seconds left, I think that is a nice way to really showcase what the games are about. The fact that they are able to look past their own differences and the competition to help each other out when in need. As the buzzer goes, and that is the final result. 41 points for Laos, meaning they grab the win against Singapore's 26. The last quarter didn't see as many points, but it saw sportsmanship. And that's what we're here for. At the 8th ASEAN Para Games, it is the most important thing. The fact that we're celebrating the extraordinary here in both these teams. Celebrating their resilience, their determination, and their ability to succeed. As the stadium starts to fill up now, they shake hands, and Laos walks away. 5th place for them, 6th place for Singapore. Singapore, unfortunately, losing all of their matches, but the only way they can go is up. The team only formed in April earlier this year, so for them, it will only get better. The team led by Chu Po Chun, who scored most of their points. "14 points. More than half of them in total. There you go, another one from him. But Laos proved a little bit too strong. Kamani, the man that was really at the forefront of the scoring in every single other match as well. Against Malaysia, a total of 42. Against the Philippines, Laos has managed to rack up 55. And it was just Kamani time and time again. But Michael Lee here came on as a substitute and really was unstoppable. 6 points to his name over the course of the entire match. But Chu Po Chun really taking the helm for his team. And I think with a bit more training and a bit more exposure, these athletes could go on to represent Singapore again. The next ASEAN Para Games will be held in Malaysia in 2017. So So that really is when we're going to look at this team and we'll measure their improvement then. A great chance for them to train, practice, and get back into it. Okay, we've got our next match coming your way. Myanmar and Philippines battling for bronze in our third, fourth placing match. That's coming right up here from the Singapore Indoor Stadium. This is the final day of competition of the 8th ASEAN Para Games. Don't go away. Taking a look at these stats though, the free throws really standing out. Kamani a lot more resilient in front of the net, 43%. Singapore didn't manage any of their free throws, sadly. But Singapore's stats look promising. Their turnovers, their steals, and their points from turnovers. It bodes well for this young team. But this is really what matters. Both Singapore and Laotian team on the court, coming together in the spirit of the games to celebrate the extraordinary. Next match coming your way very soon. The bronze medal battle between Philippines and Myanmar, scheduled for 10:30. We'll see you shortly.
Singapore Indoor Stadium once again. Give it up and make some noise for Team Myanmar and Team Singapore. All right, we're here with Edwin Koo. Edwin, can you please face the camera really quickly? Tell us about some of the good memories you had while playing in this competition.
We enjoyed ourselves. We had a good time. I'm sure the crowds had a good time also. Thank you.
Fantastic. I got 2 more questions for you. What motivates you to keep training, Edwin?
Sorry.
What motivates you to keep training?
We wanted to play for one another. We wanted to play for disability sports. And we wanted to play for the nation. It's G50 Jubilee.
Fantastic. Now, if you could describe your team in 1 word, what would that be?
Magnificent.
Magnificent. I love it. Thank you so much, Edwin. Have a good one. It was a pleasure. Thank you, everyone.